I'm sure you always get disappointed when you blunder in a chess game, and as a result, you lose the game. What if I told you that even world champions stumble too? Can you envisage Garry Kasparov misplacing a rook? Or Magnus Carlsen unwittingly getting checkmated? In this video, we delve into the unexpected world of monumental missteps by the very titans of chess. And the thrilling part? You get to decide which blunder tops them all. Ready for a wild ride? Stay tuned. Number 5. Larry Christensen, the American chess dynamo, and Anatoly Karpov, the Russian chess maestro, were like gladiators in the arena. The match began with the usual opening moves: pawn to d4, knight to f6, pawn to c4, pawn to e6. Somewhat like the opening moves in a well-choreographed ballet. Then, knight to f3, pawn to b6, pawn to a3, bishop to a6, queen to c2, bishop to b7, knight to c3, pawn to c5, rolled off their fingertips as if reciting their favorite poetry. Then came the tactical middle game, with pawn to e4, pawn takes d4, knight takes d4, knight to c6, knight takes c6, bishop takes c6. The kind of thing you'd see in a high-speed car chase in an action movie, full of thrills, unpredictability, and the scent of burnt rubber, or in this case, the scent of worn-out wooden pieces. Next, Larry played bishop to f4, knight to h5, bringing the bishop into the fray. Karpov responded with his own knight move, and Larry, deciding discretion is the better part of valor, played bishop to e3. Then came the jaw-dropping moment. Karpov, maybe still savoring his lunch or daydreaming about Siberian winters, played the inexplicable bishop to d6. This was less Karpov the chess titan and more Karpov the confused. Larry, probably doing a double take, seized his gift with queen to d1, a move that put Karpov's knight in a precarious position. It was like seeing an unguarded goal in soccer. You just can't resist taking the shot. Faced with this predicament, Karpov did the chess equivalent of saying, "Oops, my bad." He resigned right after queen to d1, making this a rare moment when a world champion got a loss in just 12 moves. Goes to show, even chess legends can have off days, reminding us that they're human after all. Number 4. Garry Kasparov versus Deep Blue IBM. In Game 6 of the famous man versus machine match, Kasparov made a blunder by playing a weak move early in the game. The game began with pawn to e4 by Deep Blue, establishing control of the center squares. Kasparov responded with pawn to c6, opting for the solid Caro-Kann defense, a somewhat atypical choice for him. With pawn to d4 and d5, both players aim to maintain control of the center. Deep Blue then develops its knight with knight to c3, and Kasparov captures the pawn at e4 with pawn takes e4. In response, Deep Blue captures the knight with knight takes e4. Kasparov continues development with knight to d7. At move 5, Deep Blue shakes things up with knight to g5, a move that violates one of the classic opening principles of not moving the same piece twice in the opening. The move puts pressure on Kasparov's f7 square. Kasparov responds with knight to f6, a logical move ensuring the safety of his king. With bishop to d3 and pawn to e6, both players continue developing their pieces, but then Kasparov plays pawn to h6, a move that puzzles experts. It appears that Kasparov may have mixed up his opening moves, playing h6, a move too early. It was a huge blunder by Kasparov. Deep Blue responds to Kasparov's blunder with an aggressive knight sacrifice, knight takes e6. This move was part of its opening book and leads to a very strong position for white. Instead of immediately capturing the knight, Kasparov plays queen to e7, pinning the knight to the king. Deep Blue then plays, castling and protecting the sacrificed knight. Forced to react, Kasparov takes the knight, pawn takes e6. Deep Blue goes on to check with its bishop, bishop to g6 check, forcing Kasparov's king to move to d8. It then plays bishop to f4, controlling key squares in black's camp. Kasparov then responds with pawn to b5, hoping to gain some room on his queenside and prevent white from playing c2 or c4. But this move weakens his queenside pawn structure. The game goes on with several piece exchanges, ultimately leaving Kasparov in a losing position. Kasparov resigns, marking the first time a computer defeated a world champion in a match of several games. Before we proceed, a quick reminder. If you're enjoying these intriguing journeys into chess history, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Pablo Lafuente versus Shredder. This incident is an interesting one in the history of computer chess, showcasing that even the most advanced chess programs can suffer from inexplicable errors. In the 2005 Mercosur Cup, Pablo Lafuente was playing as white against Shredder, a highly advanced computer chess program. The game reached a critical point when Lafuente had just made a daring capture of a black bishop on b7. The obvious move for Shredder would be to recapture the white bishop with queen takes b7. It's a straightforward and simple exchange that most, if not all, chess players would make without a second thought. However, Shredder, after pondering over the position for more than 3 minutes, decided to play rook to d8. This move was shocking to all observers. The rook move not only abandoned the opportunity to recapture the bishop, but also left it stranded on b7. Only after Lafuente's move did Shredder's evaluation drop, revealing a decisive advantage for white. It was as if the program suddenly realized the blunder it had made. When the organizers tested the critical position again with Shredder, it diagnosed the problem as a 1 in a million error in the hash tables used to store evaluated chess positions. This rare error revealed an unexpected vulnerability in Shredder's programming, resulting in this curious episode in computer chess. Number 2. Boris Spassky versus Bobby Fischer. The first game of the 1972 World Chess Championship between Spassky and Fischer on July 11th could easily pass for a suspense thriller. After 9 minutes of what could be mistaken for an intense, staring contest between Spassky and an empty chair, Fischer finally arrived, shook hands with Spassky, and drove headfirst into a Nimzo Indian defense with knight to f6. The stage was set, and the pieces danced their usual middle game tango. All seemed ordinary, with the game heading towards a respectable, albeit a dull, draw. Fischer had other plans. He played the move, bishop takes h2. Spectators collectively gasped, experts scratched their heads, and Spassky probably suppressed a grin. He played g3, trapping Fischer's adventurous bishop. The commentators suggested Fischer might have miscalculated his moves. Anatoly Karpov, on the other hand, put on his psychology hat and suggested that Spassky was simply happy to draw with the white pieces. Despite being a bishop down for 2 pawns, Fischer held on to some faint drawing hopes. Sadly, it seems he wasn't done making questionable decisions that day, as he made at least one more mistake on either move 39 or 40 before the players called it a day, and Fischer was left with no choice but to resign on move 56. The game was a significant turning point in the championship and set the tone for the remaining games. Number 1. Magnus Carlsen versus Merab Guganishvili. An unexpected in-game blunder from Carlsen resulted in an unexpected outcome. The game itself was characterized by a Sicilian defense, initiated by Carlsen's standard e4 opening move. A series of complex maneuvers marked the middle game, leading to a tense in-game scenario. The critical position of the board was a race against time and pawn advancement. However, Carlsen's uncharacteristic blunder in the 65th move led to his downfall. Carlsen, playing pawn to e5, seemed to prioritize the safety of his pawn over preventing a checkmate. Immediately capitalizing on Carlsen's oversight, Guganishvili played rook to c1, resulting in a checkmate and concluding the game. Despite the often unpredictable nature of blitz games, such a significant error from a player of Carlsen's caliber is surprising. Despite the blunder, it's important to note that even the best players can sometimes make significant errors, especially in time-critical formats like blitz. And as we've reached the end game of today's video, which blunder left you the most astounded? Was it Kasparov's oversight or Carlsen's checkmate blunder? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to check out our next video for more incredible chess chronicles.